students, welcome back. So in the previous class we have discussed the food passage through buccal cavity of esophagus, stomach. So next we are going to check what happens for the food when it reaches small intestine. Small intestine, it is 7.5 meters long and it is highly coiled and it receives secretion from liver and pancreas besides. Its walls also secreted juice. In the buccal cavity, it gets digestive juices from salivary glands. For food digestion, we need digestive juices. In the buccal cavity, it gets digestive juice from salivary glands. In the stomach, it itself produce digestive juices by its inner walls. In the small intestine, it gets digestive juices from liver and pancreas. Also, it produces its own digestive juices. Okay, it gets digestive juices from liver and pancreas. Then also, small intestine itself produces digestive juices. So, liver. Liver is a reddish brown gland situated in the upper part of the abdomen on the right side. It is the largest gland in the body. There are so many glands in our body. Liver is the largest gland in our body. It secretes a juice, digestive juice. It is called bile juice. The digestive juice secreted by the liver is called bile juice and it is stored in a sac called gallbladder. It is stored in the gallbladder of liver. Then this digestive juice, bile juice, helps in the digestion of fats. Also there is pancreas. Is a cream-like colored gland. It is reddish brown colored gland. This is cream. It is large cream colored gland located just below the stomach. Pancreas is situated just below the stomach. Liver is situated just above the stomach. So, the digestive juice from the liver helps in the breakdown of fats. Fats is breakdown into fatty acids or glycerols. The basic components of fat is glycerol and or fatty acids. It breaks down from the small intestine with the help of bile juice. And also pancreas helps in the pancreatic juice. The juice secreted by the pancreas is pancreatic juice. This pancreatic juice helps in the acts on carbohydrate, fats and proteins and changes into the similar form. Here also with the help of pancreatic juice, what are carbohydrate, fat and protein also break down from this small intestine. From the buccal cavity, what is breakdown from the buccal cavity? Starch is breakdown into sugar. From the stomach, protein is breakdown into amino acid. From the small intestine, fat is breakdown into fatty acids or glycerol with the help of bile juice. And carbohydrates, fat, protein also break down with the remaining. Some of the carbohydrate and protein are break down from the digested from these organs and remaining carbohydrate, protein are digested from the small intestine with the help of pancreatic juice. Okay, and in the small intestine, the digestion is completed from the small intestine. All the nutrients are absorbed from the small intestine itself. And what happens? How the absorption in small intestine happens? Let's see what happens. what happens in the absorption of food particles. In the small intestine, in its wall there is villi-like projection. If this is small intestine, it is coiled. In the wall of the small intestine is like finger-like projection. The wall of the small intestine seems like a finger-like projection. This is to increase the absorption of surface area for absorption. When this forms like finger-like projection, its surface area for absorption increases. So it is called villi. Small intestine line അതിന്റെ walls എങ്ങനെയാണ് കാണപ്പെടുന്നത് finger like projection ഇങ്ങനെ finger like projections ആയിട്ടാണ് കാണപ്പെടുന്നത് അത് എന്തിനാന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ അബ്സോർബ് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള ഏരിയ കൂട്ടാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് ഇങ്ങനെ finger like projection ഉണ്ടാക്കിയിട്ടുള്ളത് ഈ finger like projection പറയുന്ന പേരാണ് villi so villi helps in the absorption of digested food so first we have said that taking of food is called ingestion. Next step of food digestion is absorption. Absorption is taking place in the small intestine. That is, the digested food is absorbed into the blood cells seen behind the blood cells are seen behind the small intestine. So the digested food particles are absorbed into the blood from the small intestine. That is called absorption. After ingestion, absorption. The digested food can now pass into the blood vessel in the walls of the intestine. Intestine illa walls endu blood vessels undu. Ee blood vessels irukku ee villiyilude digested food particles enter into the blood. So this process is called absorption. Then each villi has a network of thin and small blood vessels close to its surface. Then the surface of villi absorbs the digested food material. Then the absorbed substances are transported via blood vessel to different organs. From here, from the small intestine, the blood transport the digested food particles to different organs of the body. So where it is used for body, where it is used to build complex substances such as protein required by the body, and this digested food particles is received by the blood reaches different parts of the body and there it is utilized for body building. So that process is called assimilation. That is the digestion first take place ingestion, taking of food, then absorption, the digested food particles are absorbed to passes to blood, that is absorption. Then assimilation, the past digested particles reaches different parts of the organ, there it is utilized for body building, that is called assimilation. Assimilation means utilization of the digest. This is passing of digested food particles, this is using of digested food particles by different organs, that is called assimilation. Assimilation and absorption. Then in the cells, glucose breakdowns with the help of oxygen into carbon dioxide and water and energy is released. In the cells, the blood reaches the glucose to the cells. From the cells, this glucose again break down into glucose breakdown with the help of oxygen into carbon dioxide and water. Then that is what happening in the small intestine. I have already said that from the small intestine all nutrients are break down into single particles and the digestion is completed. From here the remaining undigested food particles pass to the large intestine. So when it reaches large intestine, there is no nutrients to absorb in the food particles. Only salt and water is absorbed from the large intestine. Small intestine നിന്ന് കടത്തിവിടുന്ന ഫുഡിൽ ന്യൂട്രിയൻസും ന്യൂട്രിയൻസ് ഒന്നും ഇനി അബ്സോർബ് ചെയ്യാൻ ബാക്കി ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. അതൊക്കെ എന്തിൽ നിന്ന് സ്മോൾ ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിയിൽ എത്തുമ്പോൾ ഓൾ ന്യൂട്രിയൻസും അബ്സോർബ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞു കാണും. ബാക്കിയുള്ള അൺഡൈജസ്റ്റഡ് ഫുഡാണ് ലാർജ് ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിയിലോട്ട് കടത്തിവിടുന്നത്. ലാർജ് ഇൻഡസ്ട്രി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ 1.5 മീറ്റർ ലെങ്തേ ഉള്ളൂ. ഇത് 7.5 മീറ്റർ ആണ് സ്മോൾ ഇൻഡസ്ട്രി. ലാർജ് ഇൻഡസ്ട്രി which is 1.5 meter length. In here from the undigested food salt and water is absorbed. Okay, then the waste food is passed to rectum and it is stored in the rectum and it is ejected through the anus when it is required time to time. Food waste rectal store ചെയ്യും എന്നിട്ട് then it is passed out through anus and this process is called ejection. What is the last process of digestion is ejection. So after assimilation the food passes through large intestine. From there salt and water is absorbed, then it is passed to rectum and it is stored in the rectum, remains there as a semi-solid fecus. Semi-solid, not solid, semi-solid ആയിട്ടുള്ള രക്തത്തിൽ കിടക്കുക. Then the fecal matter is removed through the anus from time to time. This is called ejection. So these are the steps in the digestion: ingestion, absorption, assimilation, ejection. This is all about the digestion in humans. Next we are going to discuss about the digestion in grass eating animals. Before that we have to read the box given in your textbook in page number 17, that is about diarrhea. What is diarrhea? Vayarapam. You must have heard it. That is, sometimes you may have experienced the need to pass watery stool frequently, watery like fecus. This condition is known as diarrhea. It may be caused by an infection, food poisoning or indigestion. It may cause due to several reasons. So sometimes diarrhea caused due to infection or in some poisoning or indigestion. It is very common in India, particularly among children. Diarrhea will occur most in children. Then under severe conditions it can be fatal. So this is because of the excessive loss of water and salt from the body. Diarrhea should not be neglected. It is important to take care of it. You have to consult a doctor. So the patient should be given plenty of boiled and cooled water with a pinch of salt and sugar dissolved in it. വയറിളക്കം വരുമ്പോൾ ഒരുപാട് വെള്ളം കുടിപ്പിക്കണം. ഒരുപാട് വാട്ടർ നമ്മുടെ ബോഡിയിൽ നിന്ന് ലൂസ് ആവും. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ഒരുപാട് വെള്ളം കുടിപ്പിക്കണം. ബോയിൽഡ് ആൻഡ് കൂൾ, തിളപ്പിച്ചിട്ട് അത് തണുപ്പിച്ചിട്ട് അതിൽ ഉപ്പും പഞ്ചസാര ഇട്ടിട്ട് കൊടുക്കുക. ദിസ് ഇസ് കോൾഡ് ഓറൽ ഡീഹൈഡ്രേഷൻ സൊല്യൂഷൻ, ORS. ORS സൊല്യൂഷൻ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വയറിളക്കം വന്ന ഡോക്ടർ പ്രിസ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ് ORS സൊല്യൂഷൻ. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ഉപ്പും പഞ്ചസാരയും മിക്സ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ള വാട്ടറാണ് ഈ ORS സൊല്യൂഷൻ. So that is diarrhea. Then coming to digestion is grass eating animals. You must have seen that grass eating animals such as cows, buffaloes and other grass eating animals chewing continuously even when they are not eating. അവർ ഭക്ഷണം കഴിക്കുന്ന സമയത്തല്ലാതെയും ഈ പശുവൊക്കെ ഇങ്ങനെ ചമച്ചോ ച്യൂ ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടേ ഇരിക്കണം കാണാം. എന്താ കാരണം? വാട്ട് ഇസ് ദ റീസൺ ബിഹൈൻഡ് ദാറ്റ്? യെസ്, while eating they swallow the grass fastly. കഴിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുമ്പോൾ അവരെന്ത് ചെയ്യും? ഈ പുല്ല് പെട്ടെന്ന് വീഴുന്നു, ചവയ്ക്കൂല. പിന്നെ അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് കുറേ കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടാണ് അത് ചവയ്ക്കുന്നത്. കാരണം വാട്ട് ഇസ് ദ റീസൺ? യെസ്, ദിസ് swallowing grass is stored in a part of the stomach called rumen. There is a part in the cows or buffalo's body that is rumen. The food that is swallowed, ആ കഴിക്കുന്ന പുല്ല് വേഗം അങ്ങോട്ട് വീഴും. എന്നിട്ട് എവിടെ സ്റ്റോർ ചെയ്യും? റൂമൻ. സ്റ്റൊമക്കിൻ്റെ ഒരു പാർട്ടാണ് റൂമൻ. റൂമനിൽ storing. Here the food gets partially digested and is called cud. Rumen വെച്ച് ഈ ഫുഡ് partially പകുതി ഡൈജസ്റ്റ് ആവും. ആ ഫുഡിന് പറയുന്ന പേരാണ് cud. Okay? Then but later the cud returns to the mouth. ഈ cud എന്നിട്ട് കുറച്ച് സമയം ആവുമ്പോൾ പിന്നെയും വായിലോട്ട് റിട്ടേൺ ചെയ്യും. Then the cow started chewing. So halfly digested food is again returned, cud, which is called cud. Cud returned to mouth and animal chew. This process is called rumination. What is rumination? Rumination, and these animals are called ruminants. ഇങ്ങനെ rumination നടക്കുന്ന animalsനെ പറയുന്നത് grass eating animalsനെ പറയുന്ന പേരാണ് ruminants. The grass is rich in cellulose. Grass എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ cellulose ആണ്. ഈ cellulose which is a type of carbohydrate. ഒരു type of carbohydrate ആണ് cellulose. This in ruminants like cattle, deer, etc. bacteria is present in rumen helps in digestion of cellulose. As we can't digest cellulose. നമുക്ക് ഈ പുല്ലൊന്നും ഡൈജസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിക്കില്ല. സെല്ലുലോസ് പൊതുവെ മനുഷ്യർക്ക് ഡൈജസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിക്കില്ല. ഈ ആനിമൽസിന് എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഡൈജസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിക്കുന്നത്? ഈ റൂമനിൽ എന്തുണ്ട്? സം ബാക്ടീരിയ വിച്ച് ക്യാൻ ഡൈജസ്റ്റ് സെല്ലുലോസ്. മെനി ആനിമൽസ് ഇൻക്ലൂഡിംഗ് ഹ്യൂമൻസ് cannot digest cellulose. So some animals like horses, rabbit, etc. have a large sac-like structure called cecum between the esophagus and small intestine. The cellulose of the food is digested here by the action of certain bacteria which are not present in humans. മനുഷ്യർക്കില്ലാത്ത ചില ബാക്ടീരിയ ആർക്കുണ്ട്? ആനിമൽസ് ലൈക്ക് ഹോഴ്സസ് ആൻഡ് റാബിറ്റ്. അവർക്കൊരു സാക്ക് ലൈക്ക് ഒരു ചാക്ക് പോലത്തെ ഒരു സ്ട്രക്ചർ ഉണ്ട്, സാക്ക് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. അതിൽ കുറച്ച് ബാക്ടീരിയ ഉണ്ട്. ദാറ്റ് ഹെൽപ്സ് ദം ടു ഡൈജസ്റ്റ് ദി സെല്ലുലോസ്. So why they are eating grasses? So far this is all about the digestive system of animals, but there are some other organisms which do not have mouth and digestive systems. What happens to that organism? Let's see what happens. This is all about digestion in ruminants. Okay, that undigested food, that the food they swallow and it reaches the rumen. There the bacteria halfly digest the food, and which is called cud, and the cud returns to the mouth, and then the cow or the ruminants chew that food and swallow it. Then in the organisms which do not have mouth and digestive system, which are there? Yes, amoeba. Amoeba is a microorganism which we cannot see through our naked eye. It is a single cell organism. Amoeba has only one cell. Okay, single cell organism that is found in pond water. Okay, in amoeba it has cell membrane. Amoeba has a cell membrane. It has a cell membrane. Also it has a nucleus, central sphere called nucleus, and it also then many bubble-like vacuoles. It has many bubble-like vacuole. Okay, bubble-like vacuole. Then it has cytoplasm. This portion is called a cytoplasm. Okay, this is cytoplasm. Then what happens when they are eating food? When amoeba constantly change its shape and position. Amoeba can change its position. It may form finger-like projection. It can form these projections, finger-like projection. It is called pseudopodia. What is pseudopodia? Why they are making finger-like projection? To eat food or to catch their food. They make finger-like projection. Through these holes, the food particle enter into the amoeba and it passes to the vacuole. Food കഴിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി അവരുടെ ബോഡിയുടെ ഷേപ്പ് മാറ്റും. പ്രൊജക്ഷൻസ് ഉണ്ടാക്കി അതിലൂടെ സ്യൂഡോപോഡിയ വിച്ച് മീൻസ് സ്യൂഡോപോഡിയയുടെ ഫുഡ് എൻ്റർ ചെയ്തു ഈ ഫുഡ് എന്തിലെത്തും ഈ വാക്യൂൾസിലെത്തിയിട്ട് വാക്യൂൾസിൽ എന്തുണ്ട് ഡൈജസ്റ്റീവ് ജ്യൂസസ് സെക്രീറ്റ് ചെയ്യും and ഈ ഡൈജസ്റ്റീവ് ജ്യൂസസ് helps the food to digest and also the pseudopodia helps them in for their movement. Okay, then the food is get trapped in the food vacuole. This vacuole is also called a food vacuole. The food get trapped in the food vacuole. Here the digestive juices are secreted and they act on the food and they break it down to similar substance. Gradually the digested food is absorbed to its body and the undigested food it is used for their growth, maintenance and multiplication. They form their new ones by multiplying them. So this food is used for their multiplication also. And then undigested food is expelled through another projection. It is expelled through another. It is taken through a projection as pseudopodia. Then it is ejected to outside through another pseudopodia. This is about the amoeba. The food digestion in amoeba. Then the basic process of digestion of food in every organism is same. So almost same. So we have discussed about it in next chapter. So this is all about digestion of food in animals. We have discussed about the food digestion in animals including humans. There are organs: rectal cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus. These are the parts of alimentary canal. Alimentary canal plus plants form digestive system. So these are the basic steps of digestion: ingestion, absorption, assimilation, ejection. Then we have discussed about the ruminants and also discussed about amoeba, digestion in amoeba. So hope you understood everything. So you have to write the exercises. I will give the notes. Okay. So let's meet in another class. Okay. Thank you.